Well, good morning everyone and welcome to day 1 of the potato challenge. So this 30 days is going to be where I am eating primarily potatoes and non-starchy vegetables. So here we go. Let's start with number 1, what I'm going to be making right now for today. So last night, my husband actually baked for me before he went to bed. He was going to be up for a few hours longer than I was, and so he made a couple of different potatoes for me in the oven. So there's this potato and this potato. So this potato, the skin kind of started to peel off, is white on the inside and super ridiculously sweet. It is so tasty. And this little funny looking potato, let me peel off the skin a little bit for you. It's thick. Is actually looks black. It's not. Can you see that? It's purple inside, like super purple inside. You can see that. Well, I don't know. That looks kind of gross. It's not gross. These potatoes are awesome. Get them at the local Asian grocery store. Bake them for a long time. Excuse me, my hands are sticky. Bake them for a long time and they're super delicious and sweet. So obviously I'm going to have a couple of potatoes. Those are potatoes that you just eat like they are. You don't do anything else to them, you just eat them. You don't need to put any flavoring on them, nothing. They are just straight up potatoes. You eat them, they're delicious. I have some water starting to boil on the stove, and I have some baby red potatoes right there. I'm going to make some garlic smashed potatoes. And the reason I call them smashed potatoes is because I'm not going to mash them that well. There'll probably be some chunks left in them. So mashed potatoes are nice and creamy. Mine are smashed potatoes because they're not going to be that creamy. But I'm going to make them garlic flavored, so obviously I'm going to put garlic in them. And then I don't know if you guys have tried this or not, but I have done this in the past. It works very well. When you go to dump the water off of the potatoes, leave about the same amount of water in the bottom of the container that you would put milk in order to mash them. So a little bit more is better than a little bit less, although you can always add some cold water to help mash them up. It's not a big deal. So garlic, potatoes, and then in that container I'm also going to take some yellow wax beans. Super excited about that part, guys. Back when I did the color challenge diet, that was really kind of fun. On the yellow day, I had Yukon Gold potatoes and that were garlic and wax beans together. It was so delicious. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm totally going to be having that today. So I'm going to get this started and get this cooking. The water's almost ready to boil. I'll show you something else along the lines, see what else I got going. I'm not actually sure what else I'm going to take with me. I need to think about it a little bit, and I will get back to you when I have decided. Alrighty guys, so while I'm waiting for the water to boil with the potatoes in it, I decided I should eat some breakfast. It is 4:25. I need to leave here at 5 to go head up to work. So I've been eating my potato. Doesn't that look delicious? It might look really gross to you, but this is like better than ice cream, and I'm not even kidding. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's super sweet, and very filling. So we scrubbed the outside of our potatoes with a it's not a wire brush, but I guess it's called a wire brush, but it's not metal. Does that make sense? It almost looks like one that you would scrub a bathtub with, or like brush down a horse with, or something like that. But it really gets the outside of the potatoes clean, so we go ahead and we eat the skins sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, I'm getting pretty full. That was a good sized potato. I'm going to finish it because it's delicious. But other than that, I'm going to make some mashed potatoes, and I'm really not sure what else I'm taking with me still. But I have half an hour to figure it out. This is good. Alrighty, so one thing that I know that we had, if I didn't discuss it in the intro video, I meant to, but I am going to continue taking a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, a sprinkle of black pepper, and a 1/2 teaspoon of amla powder. And I don't know any way to get that in me, except I decided let's try it in a 1/4 cup of applesauce. So I'm not going to be eating a whole lot of fruit on this challenge, but I have to figure out some way to get it in me, and I'm not really sure how to do it otherwise. So I have turmeric, black pepper, and amla powder. I'm gonna mix this together and see how horrible it is. I'm a little nervous. I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. I might end up having to put this in a very teeny tiny little bit of orange juice and chugging it rather than trying to do it in applesauce. I don't know, guys. That looks pretty awful. I guess it kind of looks like baby food or sweet potatoes. Looks like mashed up sweet potatoes. Nee. Doesn't smell very good. Whew. Oh my goodness, you could taste the amyl in there. Let's have some water. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's pretty awful. I don't know what to do. I need to finish it. Yuck. I wouldn't recommend this at all. At all. Ick. Okay. Wow. We're gonna have to figure out something else besides that. Oh, that's awful. Oh. You know, they say your taste buds get used to things. Maybe I'll just keep trying it until I don't think it's absolutely the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my entire life. Or not. I think my potatoes should be done. I'm gonna go stick a fork in them and see if they're done so that I can mash them up and show you what they look like. I'm kind of excited about this. The applesauce was not exciting at all. Guys, don't repeat that. Oh, yuck. All right, guys, so there are my baby red potatoes. Can you see that the water, got some water left in there? So basically, all I'm gonna do is just mash these into the water that's there. You can see why I say smashed potatoes and not mashed potatoes, because they're still got the skins in there and they're nice and chunky. So what I'm going to do is put some garlic in here and mix it in really well and have some garlic mashed potatoes. And I'll show you what this looks like when I put it in a bowl with some wax beans. All right, guys, so I went ahead and mashed up those potatoes and I added to them, I forgot I had this in the refrigerator, this roasted garlic base. So I actually added that for the salt content. I had measured exactly 1 teaspoon, so there's 650 milligrams of sodium in the entire container. And then I actually put some for real garlic in, obviously. And then sprinkled a little black pepper and a little bit of onion powder into it. And it's really, really good. So that's what it looks like. I don't know that that looks very appetizing or not, but it tastes very good. And I made a bowl with some wax beans. There you go. Isn't that pretty? So anyway, I made 2 of these, to be honest with you, because I wasn't sure if I'm going to be like crazy starving and whether that's going to be very filling or not. So I figured it would be better for me to just take both of them with me, and then if I'm hungry I can eat, and if I'm not, I don't have to. Really want to sneeze. But I can keep one of them for tomorrow in case I don't actually eat it at work, and that's totally fine. So I'm going to take 2 of them with me just to make sure. And I'm going to take my red potato, which is, it's actually purple. It's purple and white on, like I said, white on the inside. These are also very, very, very sweet. I was kind of wondering if maybe that applesauce that I had was super, super, super ultra disgusting because I had just had a super, super, super sweet potato. I don't know. But anyway, it's 4:47 and I need to clean up the kitchen so that I can do some dishes real quick and get ready to go. So I had a potato for breakfast, which was quite filling. Had my nasty applesauce with my spices that I needed to get in me. I'm going to take 2 containers with wax beans and garlic mashed potatoes, and I'm going to take an extra large sweet potato, purple sweet potato with me in case I'm hungry besides that. Sounds like good food times to me. I am also going to have some tea, some of the caramel apple dream tea. That's my new favorite tea. I also have some chai tea with me at work if I want to have some of that. So I'm going to try to not drink any diet root beer on this rotation 30-day time frame and see if I can get past the desire for it. It's not, I don't think it's the sodium content in it that makes me crave it. I think it's really and truly the flavor, and I really enjoy diet root beer. So but it needs to be something that I have occasionally as a treat, not something that I have a glass of on a daily basis. Not that having a glass of diet soda is probably that bad, but it's totally unnecessary, you know? So anyway, I gotta go clean up, get ready to go to work, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Well, hello everyone. I am on my way home, so I thought I would chat with you for a few minutes. So this morning before I left the house, you know that I had the purple sweet potato, which was delicious, and I had my applesauce with my flavorings in it, which was horrible. I'll try again tomorrow. We shall see what happens. I will try again. You never know. Maybe it was the fact that I'd had that wonderful, delicious sweet potato that made that applesauce that horrible, but I'm guessing not. Anyways, and then I took the 2 containers with me of mashed potatoes, the smashed potatoes, garlic smashed potatoes, and wax beans, and then a large purple sweet potato. So I did eat. I got hungry probably about 9:30ish, 10ish, and so I ate my first container of the mashed potatoes and wax beans, and it was good. It was fine. It was absolutely fine. And I was full. And that's the whole point. I was full. And then I actually ended up getting hungry again about 2:30, so I ate my other container. And again, taste-wise, it was fine. It wasn't anything that was like over the top, oh my gosh, this is so, so good. Although, I have to say, I could have probably eaten several cans of wax beans. I really like them. They are super yummy. So yeah, that was fine. And then, again, super full. So, I have to say, in terms of being full, today has gone really well. Like, that amount of food was awesome. It wasn't like so super flavorful that I just wanted to keep eating. So that's probably a good thing. I really, really wanted something sweet after having eaten the first time. Obviously I didn't bring any, like, I didn't want to, I was full, so I wasn't going to go and like start eating my sweet potato or anything. That would have been very, very sweet, but I was full. But had I not been on this challenge, I would have found something to munch on that was vegan and sweet, because I like that kind of thing. So yeah, I think today has actually been like absolutely ideal in terms of how this is supposed to work. I do think I am severely lacking in vegetables for the day. Not that eating a can of yellow wax beans is a good thing, but I am used to eating a lot more vegetables than that. So I have some kale at home, and I was thinking about when I get home steaming some and then putting a very, very small amount of teriyaki sauce on it. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. that sounds good to me as far as the kale part. I'm not sure about the teriyaki sauce part, so I don't actually know what I'm going to do yet. If I think about it, I will definitely take a picture of whatever it is I end up eating. I mean, I may just make some peppers and onions in a bag and eat them. Honestly, I mean, that would work out fine. That would taste good. I don't know if there's any mashed potatoes left. If there are any mashed potatoes left, maybe I'll just... I told my husband he could eat them for lunch, so I'm not sure if there's any left or not. But I could always put the peppers and onions on top of that. Although I really am thinking that I want, like, green. Not just vegetables, but, like, green. Isn't that weird? Kind of craving, like, a green thing. Anyways. Yeah. I'm kind of torn, because I think that all of my... Not necessarily craving or anything. I'm not craving anything. It's just, I think that I'm not used to the monotony of today. And I'm okay with the fact that, I mean, I'm really excited about the fact that I ate twice and I was full both times, and it was good food, and there was hardly any, there was just a little bit of sodium in it, and had some vegetables, and I just think I need more veggies for the day. So, that being said, I'm going to go home and try and figure that out. It is a weights lifting day, so I'm going to go home and do that as well. And otherwise, my day is pretty much over. I am very tired. I've been up since... What time did I wake up? You know, now I don't remember. It's either 12:30 or 1:30. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But whatever time it was pretty early. So yeah, I need to go to bed pretty soon. But after I get home, I'll probably be in bed by like 8 o'clock, to be honest with you. Because I'm pretty tired. But anyways, oh, by the way, oh my gosh. So when I left for work this morning, it was probably like 46 or 47 out. And then about maybe 2-ish, it got up to, I think it was 59 or so, which is, I mean, it's kind of normal for Texas. Not, maybe it's a little warmer than normal, but not much for January. And yeah, it is currently 33. In the last 3 hours, the temperature has dropped insanely. Like, not quite 30 degrees, but 25 degrees for sure. It is super, I mean, the temperature being 33 is not that cold per se. It's chilly, but it's not like it's, oh my gosh, it's so cold. But the wind is insanely, insanely cold. Oh my gosh, it is frigidly cold. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but the north from somewhere. So, anyway, I definitely would have worn a warmer jacket if I'd known that it was going to be that cold this evening and this afternoon, but oh well. It is what it is. It's nice and warm in my truck now. It took about 10 minutes for it to warm up in here, and to the point where I wasn't shivering anymore. It's ridiculous. I'm always so cold now. But anyways, that's it for me. Yeah, if I remember and think about it, I'll get you guys some information later about what I eat. But this might be the end of the video for the day because I'm tired. Yeah, so I weighed myself this morning. I'll weigh myself again tomorrow and the day after, and then I'll get you guys an average weight for the beginning of the challenge. I don't want you guys to think that I forgot. I didn't forget. So yeah, but that's it for me for the day, unless I chat with you in a little while when I get home and get some food in me. But otherwise, I hope you guys had a great day, and if I don't talk to you later, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye!